Hello everyone and welcome back to Chalice of Love. Today we have a channel from Osho, Marilyn Monroe and Jusus. And the topic today is the business of pornography, game over. I am Tony Paraná. I will be translating this message to English. And well, let's go. If you're ready, let's begin. We are talking about here that the truth it's coming. The truth it's coming. So I want you to pay a lot of attention about what we are going to talk about today, because everything that we're going to talk about here today, with every word, let me just say that it's a very long talk today. It's no other way that we can make this shorter, because this topic have a line of rational, a line of thought. So if you really want to see everything, look however you want to look. But be ready, because what we are going to bring here today was already being prepared by the spirituality a long time ago. So we are going to bring everything that needs to be brought. And there will be other spirits that are going to manifest here. I'm Osho, but there are other ones as well. And Sananda will also bring information, because it's a long topic, and a lot of things are going to be talked. But in this video, not everything that we need to bring will be in this video, but we are going to bring a lot in these videos. And all this information are coming, and we cannot talk about this topic without being brought by the spirituality. The time is now. So I'm just make clear that the ones talking here, it's Osho. It's not Shayla. And I'm not. This is not a channel. I'm incorporated. She is listening. She can hear everything. She's totally conscious about everything that we are talking here. She's totally aware of everything that we are talking here. She was prepared since 2020 to bring this information. So it's about 3 years ago, since 2020, that we start sending informations to her, for also images for her to see, and for her to also look around, do some research, so she knows everything that's happening, because we are preparing her for this moment right now, because this is a moment of God, and this is a moment of God. So right now we are going to bring everything that she has been preparing all these 3 years. Now, did she know that all of this is going to come out right now? No. Did she know that we're going to talk about everything? No. So in 2020, we brought information to her, and that information have opened her consciousness. So after that, she had that experience outside of the body, and that was the moment that we opened her spirituality. And at that moment, she refused. But this kind of work with the spirituality, it's no other choice. You cannot really say no, because it is what it is. So anyways, in 2020, she have received a mission which was to start a project that is actually being happening right now, and we are bringing it to you. It calls the stars, and we are downloading all the information to her. And why is this project brought by the spirituality? Because this project was created in the spiritual world, being led by Sananda and all the good spirits for this moment and for what's going to happen from now on in relation to what? This is what we're going to talk about in this video. So I'm just bringing a context of everything that happened since 2020. In 2020, when the pandemic started, we brought some information, the spirituality, and all this information was coming to her. And you can say, oh, such a coincidence. All of a sudden, these things are happening. Coming from nowhere? No, it's not coming from nowhere. It is coming from us. We have been sending to her this information. Okay? So she starts to research. And research, with the knowledge that she has, because she's not, a personal investigator or a lawyer or in the system, in the criminal system. So she started studying and researching by herself. We were sending information for her to research in the right place. And a lot of information disappeared. Why did it disappear? Why? Because as the internet and the television, they are all dominated by the darkness. So God used this to do good as well. Because God used the internet, which is led by the bad spirits, He used them to make His work as well. As internet, they are all dominated by the devils. The media doesn't really know about all of this. But the internet have started to cancel all the information about this topic. So follow my thoughts, okay? Follow. Because we are bringing facts that happened back then in 2020 to explain what's happening right now in this moment. And what still will happen. So follow, because nothing in this planet, in this universe happens for no reason. Nothing. God has said enough is enough. So everything's going to be brought. All the truth, all the dirty truth will come out. So let's go. This topic is not a light topic. So if you want something light, you must go somewhere else. Don't look at this video. If you want something simple that's like la-di-la-di-la, don't watch this video. If you're afraid, please also don't watch this video, because you know how the fear affects your body. So if you don't like to see the truth, you can also move on. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let's go. In 2020, when her spirituality was opened, so she could see it, and we start sending not only information that she could follow from the internet, but other information that happened when her spirituality was opened. Now, please understand the level of sleepiness that you are when you are in this body. So what did she saw? Well, she starts seeing so many things about children from all over the world, and she starts to have that outside of the body experience about her saving children, saving babies, and going to hospital and saving them, taking care of them in the darkness, in tunnels, in dirtiness, in taking care of the children. And every day for a long period of time in 2020, she started having access to this information, not only by the internet, but in the spiritual level, because the spirituality have to do whatever needs to be done. So many times she has that experience outside of the body, so she goes take care of the children. Well, so time is now. The time is now to reveal what happened, what really happened. And what we are going to talk about here, you be sure that a lot of people is going to say, oh, this conspiracy theories, and I'm going to tell you. Because if you don't like this topic, you can move on from this video. Because there's no such a thing for this topic as conspiracy theory. Because this was brought to you just for you not to believe the truth. Just like it was a theory, but just like this planet it's a planet of angels, and it's all great and loving beings, and everyone that respect each other, respect the animals, the humans that has only love in their heart, they take care of each other. It's a planet that does not have any kind of war or vain or ego. This is the planet that you live, right? Well, so this theory was created just to manipulate your mind. It's the theory of conspiracy was to confuse you. It's because she did not allow me to say a word here. But it was for you not to believe to the reality, not believe the reality that's happening now. So you have been manipulated a long time ago. So when you get to this moment, you don't believe. So are you going to believe? Are you going to seek the truth? Are you going to believe the truth or not? It's just it. Well, on the same way that all the system of belief in religions and people from other planets that will dominate your planet and they're going to destroy the human race. Is that what they put it in your mind for you to believe? And that's why a lot of people today have fear. Because the media, what do you think that the media does to you? Do you think that they bring the truth? Is that what you believe? Do you think that the movie theater in general, well, let's not put it that way. Just there are few that bring the truth, but the majority of the movie brings truth? Do you really believe that? They create a mechanism of a manipulation of your mind for you to believe on what they are bringing to you. So let's continue. I'm saying that this is going to be a long talk today. But I need just follow me because I will get into the point later. But keep following this thought. So the media have destroyed your human race. The media have created a virus that have spread it's to the humanities, because the media have been dominated by the devils. Always been dominated by the media. Well, if it is really dominated by the devil, what do you think that they're going to do? So, since the beginning, when the media was created, it was a short time that they did not belong to the, let's say, the dark side. However, when all these feelings, jealousy, ego, and selfishness come to place, when all of this come into a person, you open the door and the windows for the spirits that are connected with their thoughts, so they connect with you that way in your spirit, so they dominate you, they take control of you because of those thoughts. So that's what happened when the media started. What happened? People start being famous, and their ego got really big, and selfishness, and I need to be rich, I need to be famous, more famous. That made not just spirits that were lower vibrations, quiumbas, and none of those low key spirits. Talking about magos negros, which is a really, really expert spirits that they're very aware of technology and information. They're very rich of of information. So they start to, like a hypnosis, they started to control a lot of people's bodies. So basically, they kind of took over your mind. They attached to your brain. And they are the ones that started to take over the media. Not just the TV, but movie theater, radio, and the books. Literally, literature. And that is when the destruction, a total destruction of this planet start happening. Because if it wasn't for the unconditional love, because there's really not a size for this, but it's not this entity called God. If it wasn't for him, this whole planet has been disappeared in the universe. This spirit called God. So what I'm trying to tell you is, doesn't matter if you're at home or if you're in the movie theater, TVs, they're all dominated by the darkness. So basically, let me ask you, do you watch TV? You are in connection with the Mago Negro. And let me make clear, that's not everyone. Do you sit down to watch movies? Do you choose what you watch, or you just go and like, I want to see whatever, just turn it on the TV? Well, that's not how it works. That not just that. Well, let's keep going. What did they do with you? Very, very. All those thoughts they have been working on it for many, many times to be perfect. There's such a perfections, millimetrics studies. They put it together in a way that you will never know. However, so in a time doing this process, in a time they brought somebody to do a study, especially on their mind, to see, to understand how does we affect throughout the sound and throughout the vision. So what happens to them when certain people so they start to see that the people were talking about what happened, what was introduced to them during the hypnosis. So they were manipulated by the information that they put in their mind, in the brain. So that made them start these studies. So if we put a type of information that is not so in evidence, but behind these evidences has a bunch of manipulation, psychics through the mind. So the person see it, the outside, we will be able to dominate the world. And that is how it started, the control by by the desire to dominate, the desire to have power. But where is God in these stories? You forgot about God. You started to idolize artists. You started to idolize artists. And we are talking here about social media because there are more stuff that are coming. We are just going to bring a piece of the truth. So they found the key to dominate the humanity. So that's why they kept themselves there in power. We are not going to talk names. We are talking about here the global context in the planet. So if you think there's just one place that the media is manipulated, no, it's in the whole world. Brazil, Africa, United States, it's all over the world. Where did it start? Well, you should know where it started. I don't have to say anything, right? We are here. So, let me tell you what happened. So they find the key to manipulate the mind. They found the key. Let's make them idiots and robots. So we press a button and you guys are there. And we are there. They press a button and there you are. So we are manipulated all the time with different contexts. They put in the mind, they bring down your vibration, and then you start connecting with the devils. They put that information in your mind, and you're starting to believe that that's how the life is. So the mind of a human don't really know. So your mind, your consciousness, your mechanic, not the spiritual one, your mind. For her, everything that she sees, she's absorbed as real and truth. So you're watching a movie and you see that the scene is not true. Now, this is such a violent scene. But so prepare yourself because I'm going to bring a lot of heavy stuff. So I already talked to her. And so, no. So you say about the movie. So you think that this is a manipulation about the scenes. But your mind, you don't have control of your mind. Because 95% of your capacity of thought, it doesn't belong to you. And that 95% is where they start putting stuff in your mind. So you can act one way, so you can think in a specific way, so you can act in one way in the world. So that's why we are right here. So your mind thinks that everything is real. And you can say, no, this is not true. No, it's just a movie. But for your mind, it's not just a movie. It is real. Everything that's happening, it is real for your mind. Absolutely everything. So she believes in everything that it's happening. So she absorbs everything that she's seeing and listening. Music notes and vocal notes, images, everything, everything is manipulated by the devils to to put stuff in your mind so they can dominate and control. So do you think that you're in the light? Let's do a test. See if you're in the light. A very simple test. I'm gonna test with the males right now, for example. Did you watch pornography magazines? Do you watch magazines? You know what you do, right? Do you watch porn movie? And many other things. Many other things. So do you think that who's taking control of you? God or the devils? Do you know what you do when you watch one single porn movie? You're signing a contract with the devil. And when you exchange on your cell phone images and videos about women in pornography, do you know that you are working with them? Are you making connections with God or with the devil? But not just a simple little devil, no, Kiumba, no. This is the high level entities that deal with this. Who do you think that you're connecting with? Do you want to know? Well, let's go. Let's continue. In here, we're not talking. This is not about let's defend the women, feminism, and this is not what it is about. Pay attention about what you're doing, and you will know who you're connecting with. So then what happened? They took over your mind. They took over. They kidnapped your mind. And now you are locked down with them. Your spirit, it is totally full of implants. It's a blood sucker. Because everything that you see, everything that you feel is to feed this system. Downstairs, down the umbral, they feed from these emotions. And they feed from the famous people and the ones that controls the media. And especially now that they have internet, they have influencers that are also connected with them, doing the same thing. Why? Because they were sucked in by the evil. There are some out there, they also talk about God, but it's only for your mouth out, just a mask. At the same time they talk about God, they are putting some hypnosis pay attention about what you see in
Então
the
prestem
internet,
atenção no que
in the
vocês
movies
veem na
that you
internet.
watch.
Preste atenção no que vocês veem, nos filmes que vocês assistem, na TV que você assiste.
Because
Porque
none of
nenhuma
these
grande
big
mídia
TVs,
é da luz.
medias
Nenhuma
are
grande mídia da luz. Todas
here
estão
to
sendo
do any
dominadas pelas trevas. E quando você vai
You
liga
are
a sua
here
TV
to do-
e assiste um noticiário de uma grande
watching
mídia,
something on
você
TV
está
from them, from these big TV channels,
sendo
you are
colado,
connecting with
conectado,
them as well through the hypnosis.
sugado pelas trevas.
You've been
Pronto, mais um na
drawn.
nossa reduto. Mais um. Conseguimos
And
mais
they,
um.
you know what they say? Oh, we got one more.
Conseguimos mais um. Para você ver o nível que é a coisa. Nós estamos
Like I said, we have been preparing her to do this for about 3 years. And it was so many preparations. There was another preparation that was once that she start connecting, recording this video. The window fell over her head.
Do nada.
And the window, she went to close the window so the noise doesn't come in when she was recording, and the window fell on top of her head. And that's what we're trying to show you. When we say that you,
Quando a gente fala que vocês,
the ones that dominates your life, is the
quem
spirits.
domina a vida de vocês são os espíritos, vocês não acreditam.
The question is,
A questão é, quem é que está
are dominating
São
your
espíritos
life?
benevolentes ou espíritos das trevas?
Your life.
Quem é que está guiando?
All of
as
this will
pessoas?
depend
Isso tudo vai depender
of,
do seu comportamento,
and everything will
das
depend
suas
of your
atitudes,
actions,
dos seus
your
pensamentos, das suas
attitudes,
ações, do
what
que
you
você
think,
faz e de tudo,
and absolutely
absolutamente
everything
tudo
that you
você
think.
pensa, sente, faz e se comporta.
Everything determinate
É tudo isso que determina
who
se
is
você está sendo
helping you.
dominado pelos espíritos
If
da
the
luz ou
spirits
pelos
of light
espíritos das trevas. Não
or
tem escapatória.
the evil spirits.
Não tem escapatória.
It's no other way. So let's continue.
Então vamos lá. Vamos continuar aqui.
So
Então eles
they start
começaram a
doing
fazer
these
esse
tests
teste
in the
com seres
humans,
humanos e
and they
começaram a
realized
ver
that
que os
all of
humanos
them,
que estavam
the
fazendo
humans
o
that
teste respondia
the
aos
humans were
inputs de comando que eles davam
were
de forma
acting a certain way
hipnótica, ou
after
seja,
the
não percebem,
the hypnosis.
através do
that they-
teste que eles estavam fazendo.
They were sending, you know, throughout images and sounds and words.
Palavras,
Those are commands
comandos que tinham
that
atrás do
have
que
a
eles
difference.
estavam colocando ali. Então tinha uma
So let's
música
say
lá.
there was a
Aí
music
atrás
there.
dessa música, a camada de trás dessa música era
On the
comando
sound,
pra
on the
pessoa
music,
fazer
on the
um
lyrics,
certo tipo de comportamento que
it's like a
quando
hypnosis that
acionasse
when
o
you
comando, ela ia lá
listen
e ia
to
fazer
it,
o
it makes you
comportamento. E tem
do
vários
act in a
exemplos,
certain way.
vários exemplos.
And it's just music. It's not even like a whole movie or many other things that you see.
Então, tem
So God,
algumas pessoas, principalmente as pessoas que
so
ficam
no,
em destaque,
let's go back. So people that have this kind of
magnetismo,
magnetic
essas
attraction,
são as mais visadas.
they're famous,
Não, um vacilo,
and they ambitious,
pouquinho de ganância.
or they want to be
Tem um pouquinho de
famous.
fama. E a pessoa já fica
So
lá
they
atrás,
have
nossa, porque eu sou fulano de tal.
These
E a ganância
emotions
entrou,
within
já era.
you. This is all they need.
O que eles fazem com essas pessoas?
So when you connect with them mentally, with your thoughts and your desires, well, so they take you to the labs that they
Levam
have,
os laboratórios do inferno enquanto a
this is
pessoa
when you
está
sleep.
dormindo,
right? When you sleep, they take your soul, your spirit, your
na mente da
perispirits,
pessoa.
and they take you
Mas
to the
não
labs
só
and they put
na
chips,
mente da pessoa.
microchips
Colocam chip nas emoções dessa pessoa.
on
Colocam
your
chip
chakras.
em todos os chakras dessa pessoa.
So you have several chips
Essa
on
pessoa
your
fica toda chipada.
perispirits,
Vou dar
which
um
is
exemplo. Quando
it's a
ele
step
emagrece,
before your spirit.
quando o Neo está tentando sair da Matrix e ele é descoberto
So
pelo agente,
you remember the
eles
Matrix
prendem
when
o Neo.
he was
E
the
aí
Matrix, the
tem
movie when Neo was trying to
Parece
get out of the Matrix,
dentro de uma
and
sala,
they realized that.
abrem
So they put Neo in
e
a
colocam
in the
aquele
room,
besourinho, ele começa a
and you
entrar
have the
no
little
bico
bug
do Neo.
right?
É um
That
besourinho, né?
it's like a
Que é uma coisa
metal,
mecânica, que é um
small,
ferrinho,
like
ferrinho.
a small machine,
Depois,
like
quando ele
very small.
e a
In
Trinity
Trinity,
solta aquele negócio de dentro dele, sai
take
sangue
it out
de
that
lá,
thing outside his body, his belly button, I believe.
dentro do
Now imagine if you have thousands of those
milhares
in
de
your
milhões
body.
daquilo. Então, aquele
So let's think
ser
together.
humano
So that human
que ele deixou entrar
that
a ganância, que foi
have all these
sequestrado,
emotions and feelings
corruptado, seja lá que
that
palavra
were
você
also
escolher,
captive
levado para as
captive.
trevas, lá para o inferno,
to
começa a passar por um processo
by the spirits, the evil spirits.
de hipnose.
So
da
they
mente,
take you. So you
hipnose
go through
de
several
ideias,
steps of hypnosis,
O que ele vai trazer quando ele acordar? De repente,
and
você
sometimes it
fala,
works
"Nossa,
like
tive
this.
uma ideia de um
You know, let's say
filme,
you are in the
vamos
movie
fazer isso,
industry,
isso,
and
isso,
then you
isso,
go to
isso,
sleep
isso,
and you
isso.
wake up like, oh, I have that idea.
E
I'm gonna do this, and that.
E além
Uh,
dessa hipnose que eles
so
fazem, ou
that was
seja,
not
eles
your idea.
dominam a mente da pessoa,
That was
ela
an
não
influence
tem mais
of them.
possibilidade de
So you're
ser ela
totally
mesma, ou seja, ela está
dominated by those thoughts,
eles chipam
which
toda
comes from
essa pessoa.
all the ships that you have in your
Então,
body
um robô
that
chipado
they
nas
control.
pessoas.
But you don't know, you don't believe it, so you think that
Então, imagina
it is your
milhares
idea.
de pessoas assim.
But everything that you create, you're not talking about just a simple thing. Yeah, it's not just one or two people, there are millions of people. They are in this position, in this situation, in the planet.
E aí,
You know, all these producers,
esses produtores,
artists,
roteiristas,
from movie
artistas de
theaters,
cinema,
they are
estão
all in the same situation. There are few that are not connected with them, but the majority are. Why? Because they want to be famous. They like to be idolized, because we as humans, we like to put someone as our God. And that's why we keep saying, stop doing this, stop idolizing people.
Porque até denominar que um espírito é um santo é
So
idolatria.
stop idolizing
Não
people.
idolatrem ninguém.
Because not even Jesus likes Sananda like to be
Por
idolized.
isso que a gente vem falando. Não
Because your
idolatrem
mask
ninguém.
is
As
gonna
máscaras
fall
vão
and
cair.
you're gonna be
As máscaras vão cair.
disappointed.
Então, a grande
So the majority of these artists, they are being dominated by the evil spirits. There are few exceptions, but the majority, they are on this situation. And you go and you watch the movie and you're like, oh, this movie has a really nice message. It's an action movie. It's a movie that brings a lot of truth. And then all the manipulation throughout the music and words, everything is to manipulate your mind. For you to think that is true. You to think that everything in the movie, it is true. So that's a way to manipulate your mind that will affect your actions, the way that you're going to act. Because you are connected with that, right? It bounces on your thoughts. You are connected with them. So then you are there watching a porn movie. It's just not a big thing. It's just a simple porn movie. But you know what you feed when you're watching these movies. With all this exchange on WhatsApp and other sources, you know what you're doing? The industry that you're feeding. Then you say you cannot say that you work with the light. One simple porn movie that you watch, there you go. Your mind is being taken over. Because as you watch one, you have more and more desire to watch more movies. And you think that's normal. It's because you are being manipulated continue to add chips on your
E sabe por que que eles geram
mind,
isso?
on your body.
Lá para a segunda parte, por que que eles geram isso?
And do you know why?
Porque cada
Because
vez mais
it's more that you
vocês
watch.
veem esse tipo, eu tô dando só um exemplo.
I'm just giving you one example.
Exemplo.
Just a simple movie, a porn movie in maybe a magazine. That's,
Pornografia chamam de mídia, né?
but it's not the only way.
Mas não é só esse tipo.
Any movie
Filme
that's not from the
que
light,
não é da luz,
they're not
eles
created
estão
by
manipulando a
this,
sua mente.
the
E
good
você está
spirits.
sendo golpeado.
They are here to
Você
manipulate
está sendo
you
sequestrado. Seu espírito foi sequestrado pelas
because you connect with them.
Porque você
They
ressurgiu.
bounce on your thoughts. You know what I mean? The connection that I'm talking about.
Você vai
And it's not going to be easy for you
Não
to
vai ser fácil. Eles
get
não
out of
vão
it
abrir
because they're
mão
not going to let you go easily.
Não vão. Quando eu falo
And I'm not just
você,
talking
eu
about
falo
one
você.
person specifically.
Eu não tô falando só uma
Specifically,
pessoa específica.
I'm talking
Não,
about in
não,
general.
Eu tô falando você.
You know, I'm talking about artists. I'm telling you again, it's not everyone.
Quando eu falo os cineastas,
And the
não
directors,
são todos. Quando
they're
não
not
são
everyone.
todos.
There's
Tem uma
a small
parte
part
que
that
Então,
they're not involved in this. And she mentioned a few movies here before that they are not part of this.
Tudo isso para
So
preparar vocês.
everything that we're talking now is just to prepare you for
Nem cheguei
what
ainda.
the main
Nem cheguei ainda na
topic
principal.
is.
Nem
And
cheguei.
everything that I'm saying is just to prepare yourself for
Para
it.
vocês perceberem que quando vocês veem
So when you watch your TV,
vocês a mídia, você fala, não, mas eu vou ficar.
you're like, I just want to be aware of what's happening. Well, you don't even know what's being put in your mind. They're manipulating your mind.
Estão manipulando a sua mente.
So there's
E
a
aí,
whole
tem
engineering
toda uma
system
engenharia
that keeps
de
manipulating
sistemas
the
que foi
humanities.
manipulando essa
The media,
humanidade. A
and they
mídia
went to the
começou,
government,
aí foi para os governos,
and
foi para
the
as
big
empresas,
industries,
foi para as grandes indústrias,
and went
foi para
everywhere.
todo quanto é tipo
Many
de
situations that you're
situações
facing
que
today,
vocês encaram hoje, e aí
and
destruir
destroying our
a
nature,
natureza, aí destrói
and
isso,
war.
destrói aquilo,
You
e a
really
guerra.
don't have any idea
Vocês
how
não
this
têm
system
ideia,
works.
vocês não têm ideia do que
You don't know what they're
eles
doing.
estão fazendo com vocês.
We have no idea.
Vocês não têm ideia.
So, are you gonna keep
Ou seja,
watching
vai
TV
continuar vendo TV?
and
Vai continuar vendo
the
noticiário?
news? And is there any kind of movie that you're gonna be watching?
Toma cuidado. Ai, mas como que eu vou saber se esse filme foi ou não foi?
You gotta feel
Sente pela
the
vibração.
vibration. Feel
Começa a ver o
this
filme.
movie is.
Sentiu que tem uma coisa estranha?
I
Já
don't
para de
know.
ver.
You know, there was one time that Sheila did this.
Eu lembro
She
de
was
uma
looking at a
Ela
series
foi numa
on
série que tava muito
that everybody was talking about. 2 minutes,
2 minutos.
she understood everything that was happening, and she said, "I'm not gonna watch it because you don't have control." If they put something that you manipulate your mind, you really don't have control. And you're gonna say, "No, I know. Now I know. Now I know. I'm aware of this." You don't know. You cannot control what is gonna go through your mind by the hypnosis, through the devils, through the evil. There are a few movies that they have the intuition by the spirituality, by us. And you're gonna feel the vibration. You will feel that that movie has a really nice message. And that's why you need to be paying attention on your thoughts. Because if you continue blind the way that you are, you will be dragged by them. The light has not winning it. You really have no idea what goes through this planet. You are just walking around like a bubble, like a cloud. Because what we're gonna talk here, what we're talking about here, is just a small spark of what's happening. So up to now, what am I saying? everything that you say, that you see in your media, movies, again, the majority is not everything. And how can you see it? How can you understand? You gotta feel it. And you feel that this has some, it's about feeling. You're like, this thing doesn't, what am I learning about this? What's this good for me? Get out of there. Because they're gonna drag you in. So the choice again, it's yours. But then don't you're gonna be crying the milk that you dropped. It's a saying that it's common. So I'm talking here about something that happened in the media, in the internet, in the TV, in the movie, in the news, radios, even throughout books, in literature. This has destroyed your humanity. It changed the values and your morals was destroyed. The values of love was destroyed. The benevolence and the fraternity, they all destroyed. Start to pay attention to it. She knows of some artists in the TV, for example. And this is because you know, I don't want to say names, but you know what I'm talking about, the center for the artists in the world. Nobody talks about God there. Nobody. And if you put God words there, they're gonna look at you like side eyes. And that's what she realized. With some people that she knew. So you cannot talk about God because you know that's a move there. So what do you think these people are connected with? Don't think that they are on the light. Do you really think? Okay, yeah, they are. Like I said here again, some movies, they are directors and actors that had the intuition by the spirituality, the good spirits to bring that information. So there are few movies, The Matrix, for example, Star Wars, there are a few others too. But you need to train that on you to, you know, see the difference, which one is, which one it's not. What do they do with these artists? It's something really horrible. What they do with them. You know, artists, they have the talent that they have been in this circle, and since this circle is dominated by the evil, they manipulate you. We have no idea, but they make them put away even their life and morals. Like we said, sell your soul to the devil. And the ones that fight against it die. Either die, depression, or just kill themselves. Something like that, you know. It was just fun yesterday. Right? And then everything starts, you know, all of a sudden, it disappeared. Oh, this artist was so great, but what happened? It just disappeared. I haven't seen him in a long time. Is that really what's happening? Well, brothers and sisters, all of these that we are bringing here
está sendo
to you,
falado,
this is exactly how it happens.
exatamente assim acontece.
And that's how it happened to me.
E foi assim que aconteceu comigo. Eu sou
I
uma
am a
mulher,
Marilyn Monroe,
mas eu
but
sou
I'm just a spirit.
igual vocês. Eu sou uma mulher
I am a woman. I was a woman as a woman this time.
encarnada.
And since I had
Tinha uma beleza diferente.
a different beauty, you have no idea what I suffered, what they did to me.
Porque eu tinha um comportamento, eu
I
era
wasn't the way that I loved people, I believed people, I trust them,
eu
I
acreditava,
trust everyone.
eu amava todo mundo.
I have a way
Tinha
that I was, that I act, that was innocent.
inocente.
You know the
Sabe aquela
children,
inocência da criança?
child innocence,
Mas eu não tinha sagacidade.
but I was not,
Eu não tinha
I was not aware.
tinha a
I was
inocência.
too innocent, and so I
Eu
believed in
acreditava
everything they
em
told
tudo
me.
que eles falavam.
So my life was destroyed by that. First,
Primeiro porque
because I refused to do many things that they asked me to do. So they asked me to do some things that I didn't accept.
eu não aceitava.
And when I didn't accept,
Quando eu não aceitava,
I started to
começava a
be,
ser levada
they bring me to
festas,
parties, you know, with rich people, dinner, with
jantares,
big celebrities,
grandes celebridades,
to places
para
that
lugares onde
people,
as pessoas, né,
they were
era o
luxury.
maior luxo, brilho,
Everything was about
tudo ganância, tudo luxo.
showing that you have.
E aí,
money.
tinha momentos
So there was also moments that I didn't have
que ia ter
the
força
power to go against the
para ir
system.
contra aquele sistema.
I was not able.
Eu não conseguia ter força.
So I started to
Comecei a ficar
be depressive and sick. I didn't want to do it anymore.
não queria mais.
But they didn't allow me to.
Eles não deixavam.
They didn't let me go.
Eles não deixaram.
I didn't want to be there
Eu não
anymore.
queria mais.
And I start to see the truth behind the cameras. They didn't allow me to get out. So I was forgetting who I am. I didn't want to do a lot of the things they asked me to do, but I didn't have the strength to fight. It's a very big system and mafia. And everything that we are bringing now, for you to start to see the real truth that happens behind a movie. Because you don't see what's happening behind it. Sometimes they have an actor over there that they're from the light. And he suffers so much because he is a good person, a good soul, but he cannot say anything. And second, they have to do everything the directors want them to do. It's not necessary that the actor wants to do that, but he's obligated to do that because he signed a contract. And if he signed a contract, he has to follow it. And in the middle of the contract, during the recordings, they changed the whole. They changed what they agreed before. So they start manipulating the actors. So the manipulation starts, and the actors start doing things that he didn't want to do. That is not part of what they agreed with. So it was not part of my ideology to use my image the way they did to stimulate sex. It was not part of me. Because I was, and I am, that have a lot of love for the people. And I didn't want to, I know that wasn't right. But I was obligated to do that because I had a contract. So brothers and sisters, in my story that I lived. It makes me really sad, everything that I went through it. I have forgotten myself. I have forgiven myself. But it makes me really sad this is still happening there. It makes me sad to see all that they do to manipulate you guys. It makes me sad to see where our humanity got because of all that. And us, they're from this side. We can see all the things that they do, but you guys cannot see. So that's why you have to be very careful with what you see. The movies, don't idolize anybody because they are not good people. The ones that are good, the ones that are within the light, the ones that really wants to bring a message of God and the light. Because this is a big way to bring information, the internet, to bring a message of light to you. So the art, it's a gift given from God to bring the message of God. But in this planet, the art was kidnapped. Let's say this way. I'm trying to find a word here, but she's not able to bring it. So it's like the art on this planet is also manipulated and kidnapped by the evils. The few movements, artistic movements, they are from light. Because all the organizations that finance this media, they're also part of the system. So, my brothers and sisters, I'm a sister, I'm one of your sisters, and I came here to bring this truth to you. And I'm happy to be here bringing this truth to you for you to be aware. Be very careful with what you watch. The movie, the TV. TV is totally manipulated by the evils. But the truth are coming out. The truth are starting to come up. And all the medias, like I said, they have been responsible for causing all the destruction that we see. To be famous, money, all those feelings, you have no idea what this can bring to you. But I'm here to bring more information to you, and I hope that I have contributed even a little bit to bring a little bit of what I lived and what I saw and how this truly is. And even then, I lived in the time and it was different. But now, if back then all of that was already happening, imagine now. It's just getting worse and worse. So, again, brothers and sisters, thanks so much for allowing me to bring this message. And thanks for the media, for the Imagine. Thanks for Sheila for allowing me to bring this message to help you. This is also great for me. More we help, and this is something that I have been learning more and more. More you help people, more in light we are. To helping people truly, because I really want to help you more and more. And I am helping to bring the truth about everything that happens on that ambience, on that And I thank God for this opportunity to help all of you. Thank you.
Então eu falei para vocês que virão aqui
So I told you that many others will come here to talk.
Ela já
She
estava
was
aqui
already
há um
here
tempão
a long
também,
time ago
tá,
with
gente?
Sheila.
Já. Ela já
She
estava
was
aqui.
already here
Ela poder trazer
to
essa
bring this
mensagem
message.
curta,
It's
pequena,
short,
mas de muito
but a lot of
significância.
very important,
Muito.
significant.
Então, vamos lá, porque tem
Well,
mais
let's
coisa
continue
pra
because there's
gente.
more stuff for us to bring
Falei
in.
que essa palestra
I
ia
told
ser
you that
longa,
this one's going to be a
porque a gente
long
precisa
talk
trazer
because we
passo a
need to
passo,
bring step by step,
passo a passo, ver se entra na
step by
cabeça
step
aí de
to
vocês
trying
o que
to
é que tá
let this
acontecendo nesse
sink
planeta.
into your mind,
Pra ver se acorda,
to see if you
pra ver
can
se
wake
dá
up
uma luz
and
aí.
to see if we can have a light.
Vamos lá,
Now let's continue.
parte 2.
Number 2,
Vocês
part
estão
2.
preparados? Vocês estão
Are you
preparados?
ready?
Vamos lá, vocês têm que se preparar.
Get
Tem que
get
estar
ready.
preparado. Parte 2.
Part number 2.
Por que vocês acham que eu citei a pornografia?
Why do you think I mentioned pornography?
É um dos segmentos.
It's one of the
Não é o único que acontece.
segments of the media.
Todos
It's not
os
the only
segmentos
one.
da mídia acontecem.
All of
Mas
them
por que
happen
será
this.
que eu citei a
But why did
pornografia?
I talk about pornography?
O que será que acontece nesse
What
mercado
happened on the
de mídia
business
pornográfica?
of pornography?
O que será que
What does
acontece?
it really happen?
Vocês sabem?
Do you know what happened? Truly happened?
Acho que não, né? Porque se vocês
Maybe you don't
soubessem,
know.
vocês não usariam mais.
Because if you did know, maybe you
Eu
would
sei
change
que
it.
vocês
You
usam.
not use
Nós
this anymore.
Vocês acham mesmo que nós somos tão idiotas a ponto de não enxergar, de não ver que vocês
And
usam
sometimes
dessa mídia
do
pra
you really
vocês.
think that we
E
cannot
as
see
mulheres
that you
não, as
use
mulheres
it?
também usam. As
Not
mulheres
just the
usam.
men, the women as well. They also
Claro que a
use.
grande maioria são
Of
homens.
course, the majority
A grande maioria são homens.
are the men,
Então vamos lá.
but we know, we can see that you're using it. We see everything. So let's see if you can learn this.
Implorar.
I just feel like we have to
Implorar. Parece que a gente precisa
beg
de
you,
joelho, falar assim, meu
put my
Deus,
knees
meu
on the
filho,
ground and
por favor,
ask
meu
you,
filho,
please,
vai pra luz, vai
my
pra
son,
luz,
go to the
vai
light.
pra luz.
Go to the light.
Você tá nas
You are
trevas,
connected
você
with
tá
the
nas
evils.
trevas, você tem que
Stop
implorar
doing
pra
this.
você,
You have
ir pra
to
luz.
beg
Chegou
you
essa humanidade, meu Deus,
where,
aonde?
and sometimes I think where this humanity went.
Haja paciência.
It's,
porque
you
vocês
need a
não
lot of
conseguem
patience because you
enxergar.
cannot see it.
Como assim?
How can you not see it?
Eu vou falar uma coisa
I'm going to
pra
talk to
vocês.
you about it.
Mais
talk
de
to you about this.
95% dos homens dessa
More than
humanidade
95%
usam a
of
pornografia.
all of you use pornography.
Vocês
Have
entenderam
you
o que eu estou
understood what
falando?
I said?
Mais de
More than
95% dos
95%
homens
of the
dessa
men
humanidade
on
usam
this
a pornografia. Para quê? Para
situation,
satisfação
they use
pessoal.
pornography.
Para criar
Why do they use
toda
that?
uma
To
energia.
create an
E
energy.
aí eu vou falar tudo sobre isso. Vocês estão
And I'm
preparados?
going
Eu
to
quero
talk
vocês preparados.
about everything.
Mais de 95% dos
95%,
homens
more
dessa
than
humanidade
95%
usam
of
a
these men use
pornografia.
pornography. Do you
Vocês não entendem
understand?
por que eu estou falando
Do you
assim?
understand why I'm
Nossa,
talking like that?
Osho virou um
Oh,
Exu.
Osho now is in a shoe. Because we need to have a lot of patience with you.
Você que quer,
So
pelo
you,
amor de Deus, parece que a gente tem que implorar a pessoa
like we have to beg you to come to the light.
que expandir.
That wants to expand. So if you want to expand, that you're watching this video, I believe that you really want to see the truth. I believe that you want to come to the light. I imagine that you want to change, you want to grow and evolve, so you're not dragged by another planet that connect with your energy that you are right now. But you know, you can say, oh no, I'm a family person, I'm a family guy. I want to take care of my children and my family. It's just here and there with my work, you know, I don't do it all the time. And you know, sometimes only, and just do a quick look. Stop. I tell you, stop this. Stop trying to justify the shit that you're doing. Stop it. You have to look to the truth that you do and take over the shit that you're doing. Because It's the only way that you can get out of the place that you are. Is
Não é
just
esconder
taking
o que vocês fazem. Se você
charge of,
continuar escondendo
not taking charge, I'm sorry.
vocês
It's
vão
for you
continuar
to
às
be
trevas.
responsible
Não
for
vai
your
me dizer,
actions.
porque você é um pai de família,
And
você
it doesn't
é
matter, you can
conselheiro,
come
você
to me
cuida
and
da
say
sua
that, oh,
família,
you're a
que você
father,
nunca bateu
family
na sua
member,
mulher, que você dá tudo pra
you
sua
do
família,
everything
que
that
você
you
tá
work,
na
you know,
luz.
you're
Você não tá
justice, you know, you're honest, that you are in the light. But because it's not, let me say it again, more than 95% of the men use pornography. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Existe agora,
There is love. There is love. There are a lot of men that are awakening and bringing to other men to show how bad it is for you to consume this type of shit, this horrible porn things that you consume. So I'm bringing it to you. What? Let me show you what you're actually feeding. What your actions are causing. And you, the devils that you are bringing to the planet. Just because you do a quick one, you go to the bathroom to see a quick video that somebody sent it to you. A quick, audio that they send it. I mean, yeah, she's not a man, so she doesn't really know what a man do, but the one bringing this information is not her. It's me, Osho. She didn't go research for this. She went look for other information. She went to investigate many other things that would send information to her. And then when she were having, so she went to look for the information because we send it to her in desdobramento. When she will have the experience outside of the body, we send her the messages, the information, so when she comes back to the body, she were able to know what she has to do. Now let's talk about the darkness that the people live. And even when her that has so much protection with guards of the light, it so happened to her, the window fall on her head. And this happened to her. So it's just for you to see the level of those things that is protecting this industry. It was just a window that fell through her head. But do you know what was really supposed to happen if we were not here with her? That was for her to have a concussion, and she would be in the UTI. This is what the evil wanted. And it's because now she's starting to bring the truth. Because she came to this planet to bring the light through this shape that you created, that you're living. With this situation that I'm bringing it to you, she did not have to be here anymore. She didn't have to. But she has so much love inside of this woman that she would not be able not to be here in this moment. She would not be able to. So she asked to be here, so she could bring the light and information in these situations to help the humanity, the people, to come out of this place that you are living now. For you to take care of these people that are being hurt. And yes, I am talking about, it's a lot of stuff that I'm talking here that you might not understand now, but I'm going to bring everything. So you that use pornography, even if you just look at a quick movie on WhatsApp, have to bring all of these details.
cada detalhe.
Because if I don't bring the details,
Acorda,
you don't wake up.
acorda. Porque é óbvio. Assim,
Because
pra
it's
quem
obvious
é óbvio que isso não é coisa
that
de
this is
Deus.
not
É
from
óbvio
God.
que isso é coisa das trevas.
It's
E
obvious
essa
that this
coisa das
comes from
trevas, você tem
evil.
ideia do que eles fazem com isso que
So
você
if it comes
faz
from
com
evil,
você?
do you realize you don't what they're doing to you?
Vai falar o que precisa ser falado.
So
Eu já
she will
falei pra
bring
ela,
what
fala,
she needs to
precisa
bring.
falar. E ela vai falar.
So she will
Seja qual
bring
palavra
it.
for usar aqui. Porque ela vê assim, não, mas
Because
sabe
she's
o que
saying,
é que na internet
well,
tem
in the
algumas palavras
internet
que
that
usam,
there's some
e aí
words
o
that they
vídeo,
use.
ele não é levado, ele não é impulsionado, porque não pode falar algumas palavras. A espiritualidade não tá nem aí pra isso.
There's some words that you say on the internet that
O vídeo
they're
vai
not
chegar,
used.
vai chegar.
If you don't use this kind of words, they're not going to be shared
E a gente vai conseguir salvar essas pessoas que estão nesse
in the
lugar.
internet. You know,
Então não importa
algorithm
que
number, I
palavras
believe
nós
that's what
vamos
she's
usar
saying.
aqui. Então,
But the
você
spirituality
vai
doesn't care
usar
about that. We
palavras
just
que
say
talvez você não goste.
what we have to
Ai,
say.
não pode falar isso,
And
nossa,
it's like, oh, you cannot
pecado
say
falar
this.
isso.
It's assigned to just say this.
Vamos lá.
It's like
Agora eu ia falar um palavrão, ela não deixou.
I was about to say a bad word here, but she didn't allow me to.
Quando vocês fazem
So let's go.
sexo,
When you have sex,
quando vocês se
when you
masturbam,
masturbate yourself,
quando vocês usam
when you
uma
use
revista para gerar
a magazine
prazer
to
sexual,
generate a sexual
vídeo para
pleasure,
gerar prazer sexual, acontece
to
algumas
create
coisas
a
com você.
sexual pleasure,
Um,
there are a few
se
things
você
that happens
tá
to you.
com muitos parceiros sexuais,
If
você
you
gera
have-
promiscuidade,
if you're a
já era,
promiscuous
você tá
person,
dominado pelas trevas.
And you have several,
Então, para você ir para lá, você vai
partners.
precisar parar com essa promiscuidade.
so for you to come to the light, you need to stop that
Então, o que acontece?
promiscuity.
A energia
So what really happened? The energy,
sexual
sexual
é a
energy,
energia mais
is
poderosa que
one of the
existe.
most powerful
Porque é a
energy
energia de criação de
because
vida.
it's the energy that creates
Porque
life.
o espírito, o corpo,
Because your spirit and your
o
body,
perispírito
your perispirit
emocional,
and your
todos
emotional,
se envolvem numa
they all
energia
involve in one
de
energy,
poderosa,
the powerful,
estrondosa.
extremely
É como
powerful
uma
energy.
bomba
It's like an
atômica.
atomic bomb.
Para vocês terem ideia do poder dessa
For you to
energia.
have an idea of the power of this energy.
E quando vocês não estão com um único parceiro,
So when you're not with
quando
a
vocês
single partner,
não usam da pornografia,
and when you don't
quando
use
vocês têm um único
this
parceiro,
pornography,
e vocês têm uma relação
and you have
saudável,
a healthy relationship,
criam
and
um
you
sagrado
create a
dentro
secret
dessa
inside of
energia.
this
Vocês
energy,
estabelecem uma conexão
you
com Deus muito
create a
forte.
connection with God very strong throughout this
Um
energy,
êxtase divino.
the ecstasy divine.
Quando vocês estão na promiscuidade,
But when you are
usam a pornografia,
on promiscuity,
vocês
using
não
pornography,
estão em conexão.
you are not in connection with the divine.
Vocês estão em conexão.
You are in connection with the devils.
E aí, o que acontece?
Then what happened?
Acontece que essa energia
So what happened at this
é uma
energy,
grande moeda
it's
de troca no
it's
inferno.
an exchange, it's like money.
Uma grande... É a
It's
moeda,
it's a
vamos dizer assim,
it's a
né?
money that uses an
Qual a
exchange.
moeda mais valorizada neste planeta?
Let's say, what's the money that's most valued
É o mais
here on
valorizado.
this planet? Let's say, gold. Gold is an element. It's not money, but seen as
Então,
cash.
qual
But
o elemento
what's
mais
the element that
valorizado?
has most value in this planet?
É exatamente
So that's exactly what this energy of sex is for them down there to hell.
através de relação
Throughout
sexual,
sexual relationship,
através de
pornographies.
ou através de um videozinho.
Or just
que você
small
vê
videos
aí,
that you
sabe?
look.
Não, é só uma olhadinha.
Oh no,
Ele
just
vai
a
passando
quick
no
look,
grupo
it just keeps
dos homens,
going from one
até
to the other.
através disso,
But even through that,
que é gerada essa energia.
this
em você.
energy is generated through you.
Quando é gerada essa energia em você?
I mean, this energy is generated through you.
Vocês atraem espíritos
You attract
trevosos,
really, really
de
bad,
baixa energia,
low
espíritos que
energy
estão na
spirits.
sombra.
They are in the
E
shadows.
eles se acoplam em
And
você
they
para sugar
connect
essa energia.
within you,
É como
and
se
they drain
pegasse
the energy from you.
que tem aqui
and
coloca uma tampinha,
they take the energy from you. They put like in a cup.
os
They
umbrais,
cover
aqueles
that
mais
energy
trevosos,
and they
os
sell
mais trevosos.
there.
E lá,
You know, and they sell to the
eles
worst
começam
ones.
a troca.
In there they exchange just like money.
Eu te dou isso
I
daqui,
give you this
você
and
me
you
dá
give me
aquilo.
that right there.
Então virou e é
So it turned into
mercadoria de
merchandise.
Então, quando a pessoa ela tem muitos parceiros,
So when the person has many
sai
partners,
com 3 pessoas,
one day, you know, you
a
went out with 3
energia
people.
já não está tão ativa.
You know, the
já não
energy
está
is
tão
not so
poderosa,
active
então isso vale
anymore.
menos.
So this is worth
Isso vale
less,
menos. Ok? Agora,
right?
quando é uma pessoa
But when it's someone
que não tem tantos
does not have a
parceiros,
lot of partners,
mas também tem uma vida desregrada,
but
essa energia vale mais.
also has a more secure
Por isso
life,
que não é bom
so that energy is
casais que são casados, que têm uma vida sexual
worth more. So that's when you have partners that have, they're married and they have a, you know, they respect each other. They don't go out with other people to have sex. They don't use pornography to, you know, come to bring sexual pleasure. You know, they from the light. These people are protected. So the good spirits does not allow the devil's spirits to take over the energy that you guys generate throughout the sex. But if you're one of the people cheat on the other one, then you open a window. So you open a crack.
Você que tem uma parceira,
So then if you have a partner,
né? Porque não é só os homens.
it's not just men that do that, right?
Que tem uma
Women
parceira,
also do that.
parceiro. E aí você trai,
So if you have a partner that you cheat on them,
eles usam tanta energia que você usou
they
para
use
sair com outra pessoa,
the
quanto
energy
quando você está com a sua mulher
that
ou
you-
com a sua parceira.
they use the energy that
Essa daqui vale um pouco
when you
mais.
are cheating on
E a
her,
pessoa que sai
and they also use the energy when you're with your
vale um pouco
wife.
mais. Vale um pouco mais. E
So
qual
it's
é
worth a little more.
a que vale mais?
And what is the one that is worth is
Valorizada
the
no
most
universo.
valuable, even more
Qual é a
than
moeda mais valorizada?
the most valuable one.
Vou chegar lá. Então você
I'm gonna
que
get
usa
there.
pornografia,
So you that use pornography, it's not just a quick one.
você está alimentando
You
uma
are feeding
está
this
destruindo
industry.
este-
They are destroying this planet.
É a indústria das trevas mais diabólica
It's
que
the
existe.
devil's
É a mais
most
perniciosa. É a mais
evil.
tenebrosa. É a mais nojenta.
disgusting,
É a mais.
the worst, the worst one.
Você que usa da pornografia.
You that use
Você
pornography.
vê um videozinho rapidinho.
Like I said, just to look a quick
Está
video,
alimentando
you are feeding
isso nas trevas.
this,
A indústria mais diabólica.
The industry.
que existe neste planeta.
the worst one, you're feeding it.
Vocês querem que eu repita? Você,
You want me to repeat?
pornografia.
You that watch pornography,
No filme.
quick movie,
Ou até no
video,
videozinho. Lá no WhatsApp. Você
WhatsApp,
está alimentando
you are
a
feeding
indústria
the
mais
industry, the
diabólica
worst
que
industry
existe
that
neste
exists in
planeta.
this planet. I'm talking the worst of all of them.
Você está sendo conivente.
You are
Você está
being
alimentando essa indústria.
partner of this industry.
Você está
You
alimentando
are
tudo que
feeding
eles
it,
criam através
everything that
dessa
they
indústria.
create throughout this industry.
Eu vou falar o que eles criam através dessa indústria.
And you know what they create throughout this industry?
Então preste atenção no que você está fazendo.
So
Preste
you
atenção.
should pay attention to what you're doing.
Eu vou falar de novo.
And I'm going to say
Aí
it
vão
again.
dizer que é teoria da conspiração.
Oh, you're going to say this is the theory of conspiracy.
Isso não é teoria
And I tell you, this is not
Isso é real.
theory of a
Isso
conspiracy.
é verdade.
This is real.
Isso é encoberto, quer dizer,
It's
está
been covered.
encoberto.
Oh, it was
Porque
covered.
agora
Because now
a panela de pressão estourou.
the
Estourou. E vai
cooking
estourar mais. Porque
pan
não vai
have
parar.
exploded.
Porque Deus deu
It's not going to
basta.
stop it.
Deus não
Because
permite
God
mais
has
que
put
isso
an
aconteça.
end into this.
Chega. Chega.
He has
Acabou.
put an end.
Acabou.
And
Acabou.
this is the
E
end.
acabou em que sentido?
This
Tudo
is the
vai
end.
aparecer.
Everything, how,
Tudo
what is the
vai
end? Because
aparecer.
everything's going to come
Já está começando.
up.
Já está começando.
Things
Mas
are
o que
starting to
vai
happen.
aparecer hoje? Vamos lá.
But what's going to happen, Osho? Well, let's go. Let's continue.
Para onde que vocês acham
Where do you think
as crianças que de repente somem?
the children, where do you think the children that disappear goes?
Você está lá, a
Think
pessoa está lá
you're
no
there,
shopping, está lá o pai
in
e
the
a mãe.
shopping, the movie
Deu uma
theater,
vacilada, daqui a pouco olha, cadê
and
meu filho?
you fall asleep for a second, and all of a sudden your kid disappears. Where do you think these kids go?
Ou vocês estão
Or you
mais
don't worry
preocupados
about
em ter
this?
sucesso na vida?
Are you more worried
Ou
about
vocês
having
estão mais
success in
preocupados
life?
em ver uma revista
Or you
pornográfica que te dá
more
um prazer
worried about having
ridículo,
a
nojento,
moment's
que é alimentar
pleasure
as trevas?
to feed
Para onde você acha que vão
the
essas crianças?
evil? Again, where do you think these children go?
Vamos lá.
Let's continue.
Não. Existe
Again, so exists an industry
de crianças
that
para uso sexual
it's a traffic of children
de
for sex
filmes.
through
Ou seja,
movies.
eles usam
So they
crianças,
use children,
bebês,
babies,
bebês,
and again,
vou falar de
babies.
novo, bebês
And telling you again, babies,
de 3 meses,
3 months old,
5 meses de vida,
5 months
1 ano,
old,
2 anos, 3 anos,
1, 2,
4 anos.
4
Crianças,
children.
crianças, que são a
Children.
expressão da pureza
They're
de
the
Deus.
expression of
Porque
God.
uma criança, independente de que espírito esteja lá
Because it
naquela
doesn't
criança,
matter what
a
spirits
criança
is there
é a
with the children. The
expressão da
children
pureza
is the
de
expression of God, the purity of
Deus.
God.
Eles pegam essas
And they
crianças
take these
para
children
tráfico
to
de
traffic
crianças,
of
para
children,
fazer filmes
to do porn
pornográficos.
movies.
Existe uma indústria
That is an industry,
horrenda, perniciosa,
horrible one.
diabólica, que está
Diabolic
acontecendo
one.
neste planeta.
They are
E há
in
muito
this
tempo
planet.
já acontece
And
isso.
many,
Agora,
many
Deus
years
não para.
have this have
Tudo
been
isso
happening.
já está começando a aparecer.
And God,
E você, que se
that
alimenta
won't
de
stop
um
this.
videozinho no
So
seu
you,
WhatsApp,
the feed
está
from
alimentando
a
essa
quick
indústria.
video on your
Está alimentando essa indústria.
circle of friends, you're feeding this
Então, vamos lá.
industry.
Eles fazem filmes.
So let's continue. They make movies,
Filmes de pornografia.
filmes,
Às vezes você vê lá um
movies.
filme de pornografia e fala, nossa,
You look up.
imagina, é
Ah, no,
tudo
it's just
mentira,
they're just
né?
a lie. They're not
Será que
doing
isso
that.
é
Really?
Será?
You think they're not doing that?
Tráfico de mulheres.
Traffic of
Mulheres.
women.
Tráfico de mulheres. E aí? Mulheres que
Women.
são, né, encantadas, né, pelo
Women
universo
that
da
are being-
fama, querem ser famosas, né, porque querem o luxo.
Women
né,
that
e
wants to
aí,
be
né,
famous
essa coisa
and that
de
wants to be
vocês,
popular.
ainda, né, se mergulharem nesse
And
ego
it's the-
ridículo ali. Aí chega
again,
uma
the
mulher,
ego.
nossa, você é linda.
That's what they say,
Nossa,
oh,
você é
you're so
bela.
beautiful.
Ai, você vai ser uma modelo
Oh, you're gonna be a
famosa.
very famous
Você vai ser
model.
atriz de Hollywood,
Maybe you're gonna be
maravilhosa.
an actor in
vai ter
Hollywood.
fama, vai ter, nossa,
You're gonna be
tudo.
famous. You're gonna have everything. It's pure
Eles
lie.
encantam essas mulheres. Encantam essas mulheres.
They lie to
Levam
you,
elas
and
para
they take you to
horrendo, diabólico.
a horrible place,
Diabólico.
diabolic
E aí não
place,
tem como mais elas
and it's no
escaparem
way
de lá.
out.
Algumas até conseguem, a grande
Some of
maioria
them
não, morrem
Sometimes escape there, but a lot of them just die there,
e morrem de várias maneiras.
and they die in many different ways
Porque eles estupram
because
elas.
they
Para
rape
quê?
her.
Para quê? Que as mulheres que são raptadas assim, que entram, né, nesse encantamento, e aí chega lá, não era nada daquilo,
And
o cara
so the
fala,
women got so excited about all the promises they make,
sabe?
and they take you to the
O que eles
industry.
fazem com essas mulheres?
So when you get there, what do they do with them?
Estupram essas
They
mulheres.
rape satanic
abrem o
rituals.
bebê, vêm dos órgãos
They
do bebê
kill the
e
baby,
eles
they take
estupram
their,
esses bebês.
they
Para
rape
quê?
the
Para
babies,
gerar essa
they
energia,
sell
essa
the
energia
organs.
sexual gerada
Why?
através de um
They
bebê é
create, they
a
wanted this
moeda
energy.
mais poderosa nos redutos das
They are generated
trevas.
by the babies, because this is the most valuable of all of us, all of them.
Então uma energia
Energy.
que era um
So
vazio,
the
onde
exchange.
você ia lá,
So remember that
né?
energy. There was just a
gerando
little
da sua promiscuidade,
energy
lá,
there.
uma energia que eles
You
vão
look at the
sugar.
movie that
Você está
in the
alimentando
bathroom.
essa indústria.
That little energy right there
E
is
aí,
to
esse
feed this
vazio,
energy, this
ele começa a
industry,
ficar grande. Porque eles fazem isso com os bebês.
because they do
E
this
aí
to the
essa é
babies,
a moeda mais poderosa.
and that is the most valuable
mais poderosa. De
energy
grande valia.
to them, for them.
De grande. Quem tem?
Very, very important.
Essa moeda,
Whoever has
nossa,
this
reverenciado
energy
no mundo das trevas.
is,
Conseguiu essa moeda mais poderosa.
it's
A
like,
energia mais
oh,
poderosa
they
que
respect
existe.
you because you have that, because this is one of the most valued energy in hell.
Então eu tô falando aqui de um caso. Onde
And I'm talking
matam
only about
mulheres,
one case
matam mulheres,
where they
ou criam,
take women
né,
away,
mulheres bobas. Que
these,
acham
these
que a fama
women
é
that
tudo.
wants to be famous, they think
Vai lá
that
ver 8
it's gonna
milímetros.
be easy.
Vamos lá, vamos falar de filme? 8 milímetros.
Well,
É baseado em história
8
real.
millimeters,
Ela, inclusive,
8
foi
millimeters,
incluída pra ver esses
it's a
dias.
movie.
O que aconteceu com a mulher? É exatamente
So,
essa história. O que aconteceu?
What happened to the women on the movie?
Aconteceu que pegaram ela.
They took her,
Uma história real.
it's a true story.
Pegaram ela.
They took her,
Magnatas. Pessoas de muito dinheiro.
people with a lot of
Que pra
money,
sociedade mostra uma coisa, mas não
that from the
atrás.
society,
É um diabo.
they show one thing, but behind they're true devils.
Paga mais de $1 milhão.
Pay over more than $1 million.
Para quê?
For what?
Para fazer um filme particular.
To make a
Para ver ao vivo
particular movie.
a
It's
filmagem do cinema.
it's
Ao
a
vivo.
movie that they make just for them.
Pagam
They
pra fazer
pay
isso.
lots of money.
Então, além do estupro daquela mulher,
So
ainda tem o
besides
assassinato
the
dela no filme. No filme.
the
Porque
movie,
aí depois esse cara
raping
pagou
her.
milhões para isso, fica
They
vendo
kill her.
aquele filme que foi feito só para ele, para
So
ele
this
poder
millionaire that
alimentar
paid for
essa
this,
energia
and the movie was
sexual
just for him,
dele, porque ele
he
tem
keeps
prazer
seeing the
com
movie,
aquilo. Onde vocês
masturbating,
estão?
because he has pleasure watching that movie.
Onde vocês acham que vocês estão?
So where do you
Vocês
think that
estão
you are?
no planeta, na corja do universo. Na
So
corja
what kind of
do
planet do you think you are? You are living in
Onde
a
os
planet
maiores
that's
criminosos
that carries the worst criminals in the universe,
neste planeta.
in this planet.
Então preste atenção. Você
So
tem
pay
um
attention that
videozinho.
you that are looking a quick video, I'm gonna look a simple video over here.
E não tem como eu falar de outra maneira.
And there's no way
Não
that I
tem
can talk in
como.
a different
Não tem
way.
como eu falar assim, então.
I cannot talk politely to you that are looking these videos on your WhatsApp. You feeding this industry, pornography and kidnapping of women.
Eu falei assim?
Is that how you want me to talk? But I cannot talk about
Não tem como.
this topic such
Não dá.
this
Não dá,
way.
é horroroso.
It's horrible.
É isso.
It's horrible to see this happening.
Horroroso.
It's horrible.
Aqui é o próprio inferno.
This is the
É o próprio
true
inferno.
hell.
Porque o que tem lá no inferno?
Is this.
Lá.
Because
é o
what
que tem
it's
aqui.
in hell
O que tem
down
lá
there,
é o que tem aqui.
it's
Você
what
sabe
happened
que
here.
realmente existe
What happened down there happened
no
here.
inferno. O que existe
Do you
aqui?
know what really
Você
happened
sabe?
down there?
Vamos lá.
Do you know what happened here?
Uma, as
And I'm
mulheres
talking
que
only
são
about one
raptadas
situation,
para esse
about the
tipo
women that
de
have been kidnapped
crime.
for
Ou
this
seja,
kind of crime.
Filmes pornográficos é um crime.
Pornography movie.
É um crime.
This is a crime.
É um crime para Deus.
It is a crime for God.
Ver um filme pornográfico
Watch
é
a
um crime.
porn
Porque você
movie.
está
It's a crime.
alimentando E você será cobrado.
Because you are feeding this industry
Você pelo
and you will be
carvão
charged
para
for
você.
it.
Então, melhor
It's
você
gonna
parar
be
com isso.
very, very
Começar a
expensive for you when you
É
pass,
melhor você parar com
and
isso
you have to talk
e começar a
about this.
ajudar as pessoas.
So you have to stop it and you have to start helping people.
Muito. Você que fica aí, vem um videozinho no WhatsApp. Tá criando
I'm talking about you
muito
that
karma
looking
na
a
sua
quick
vida.
video on the WhatsApp.
Muito. Porque quando você desencanar,
Because this is what's going to happen when
Todo
you die.
a
You will
engenharia das
see
trevas
a
foi
TV
criada.
screen
Você entrou
in the front of
você
you,
quis entrar porque
and
você
you're going to
ressoa com aquilo.
see everything that happened in your life,
E vai começar a
every
mostrar
single moment.
vídeo que você viu.
And they're going to
Esse vídeo estava
show you
patrocinando
one single video that you look,
sequestro de uma criança.
and
E esse
the
sequestro
effect of that video
era de uma família que foi
that
destruída.
happened,
Então já tem um
that-
cara da família que
that
foi destruída.
kidnapped
Essa criança
one
foi
person.
Agora eu vou contar o que acontece com as crianças. Agora eu vou contar.
because of that video, you're feeling the energy. So let's talk about what happened to that children.
Sequestradas, que são sumidas e de repente somem.
Children that disappear.
Você sabe quantas crianças somem?
Do you know how many people disappear every day?
Só no Brasil, mais de 50
Only
mil
in
crianças
Brazil.
somem por dia.
50 people
Existe número da ONU
disappear every day.
que não é real.
That is a number from UN
Porque
that
tem
is
pessoas
not
que mandam
real
queixa,
because there are
tem
people that
pessoas
doesn't,
que não falam nada,
you know,
tem
go
pessoas
to
que
the police to say anything. There are people
não é
that
real
just
por causa disso. Porque o índice que
don't
é
manifest
denunciado
themselves that
já
this
tem
happens. So the
índice
number is
que
not
é
accurate.
denunciado. Então, você bota o dobro disso.
So
Bota
put
o dobro.
double of it.
Mais de 8 milhões de crianças
8,000 people
somem.
disappear,
São sequestradas, somem.
kidnapped, all of a sudden.
Então bota o dobro disso.
Just put
Porque
double of it.
muitos não denunciam.
Because a lot of them
Muitos não querem falar.
doesn't want to say anything.
Muitos, inclusive,
They're quiet,
são comprados.
and a lot of them are also sold.
Tá? Porque isso é uma
There are
grande
many family,
máfia que existe aqui
and
nesse
this is a
planeta.
big mafia that is in this
Paga
planet.
pra criança,
They
paga
pay
os pais venderem a criança.
to the parents to sell the children.
A criança sumiu,
So
tá?
they're not going to say to the police that the children disappear,
Pagam e
because
vendem.
they are the true, also part of it, the system. Now, do you know what they do with these children?
Nós falamos que nós vamos trazer a verdade.
We told you we're going to bring everything.
Esse vídeo ia ficar longo.
And I told you that this video is going to be long.
A verdade.
And we are bringing
Toda a
all the
verdade.
truth
Porque não é
because it's not possible
fechar os olhos para isso.
to close your eyes for this.
Não é.
It's the light is the truth, and the truth is here in this planet. And we are going to bring it. So what do they do with these children? I'm going to have to say it.
Fazem muitas coisas.
There are many things that they do.
Tem algumas crianças.
There are children that they sell their organs, but why do they sell? Because people buy it. So there are people that think the money is everything. And these people have no respect. And they have no light at all. It's abominable to see what happened on this planet. It's a horror movie. It's just horrible. So there are some children that are killed and the organs are sold. Other children, they've been used for the productions, for the movie, the porn. So basically they rape the children, they record the raping, and they sell on the market. You know, all this pornography that you look when you like. I'm gonna go look a quick video. So every time that you're doing that, you support this industry. A quick video that you look at your WhatsApp group feeds this industry. So it is time for you to stop this. It is time. And you have to say, it's so bad that you're gonna say, oh man, I'm gonna stop this. And when you try to stop, you're gonna be so addicted to seeing it. And all the spirits that are right in your ears that you cannot see, they're gonna be telling, go, go, look one more, just a quick look. Go, go, go. And you're going to say, well, I'm gonna, go look just one more. Then again, that's it. And again, I'm saying the one talking here is Osho. That's not Shayla. Okay? It's Osho. So they take the children, kill the children to sell the organs. They get the children to make porn movies. So they record the movies, raping the kids, and they sell. There's industry for the people that are here alive, and there's also a market. There's also for the ones that are not alive. They are totally connected with the evil, the devils. So everybody have those ships on them. They're connected. They are part of deep and evil. And you are with ships all over your body. So there's a big business through to hell, through evil spirits. But the worst ones that you would ever imagine. And also here, the ones that are alive. This kind of market, it's worth millions of dollars, billions of dollars. But there's also children. And when I say children, it's not just 3, 4, 5 years old. They're also babies that is just born. And you can say, oh, this is disgusting. Well, this is the reality of the planet that you're living. They do this to the babies. It's gross. It's nasty to see this happening. Do you think that us, the spirits, they are here? We suffer seeing this happening. It's horrible. So let's continue. This is not it. This is not it. This is just a coin for what they actually do. They put these children in tunnels, dark tunnels, because they cannot be, where they're going to be. If they discovered this inside of caves, cages, and what else they do? So they grab these children, they take the children, and they put a lot of fear. The worst fear movie horror movie that you ever saw. They burn the children. She didn't know this, I'm putting in her mind. They burn them. They put needles in them. They make them super afraid. And they put them in satanic rituals. For what? I told you I'm going to say everything. Why? because in the human body, especially in the children, because the adults they're getting older, but especially with the children, there is a substance.
que começa a ser produzida aqui na medula
They
espinhal
start to be
e ela
produced
é
right in the medulla,
levada para toda a corrente sanguínea.
in your spine, and it
Na
goes
criança,
over
essa
all your
substância é a
bloodstream.
substância mais pura
And
que
to
existe,
the children, this is one of the purest
porque a
substances
criança
that they
está em
have,
processo de crescimento.
because the children are in
E
the
essa
process of a
substância
growth,
é uma
and this
substância que
substance
traz
brings the DNA,
genoma
the genoma
da juventude,
of the young,
da flor
the flower
que está ainda
that is with
nascendo para a vida,
being
não da
this
flor que está
growing.
murchando.
You know, it's not the one that's already old and it's dying, but the ones that are
E eu vou falar
starting to
como
grow.
essa substância é uma substância que
In
se chama
this substance,
adrenocromo. E eu já
calls
falei que eu vou falar
adrenochrome.
os nomes. Eu vou falar.
Adrenochrome.
Isso existe.
Yes, this
Isso não é
exists.
teoria da
This is
conspiração.
not a conspiracy theory.
Lá vem. Já tô vendo
And I
as
can already
infinitas
see
mensagens que
messages
vai
of
ter
people
este
saying
ano. O que
on
vão
these
falar
videos
dela,
what they're going to say
o que
about
vão falar aqui,
these
já
videos to
sabemos
Sheila.
de tudo, mas
You already know everything that's going to happen, but don't worry about it.
o importante é falar e
The
você
importance is for you to, that's for us to say and for you to
é isso
hear.
que importa.
This is what
Acreditando
is
ou não,
important.
quando você desencarnar,
Believe it or
vai
not,
passar a tela
after
lá,
you die,
que
when
você
we put
fez,
this TV
essa
screen in front of
mensagem
you,
que você
and you're
viu,
going to be
que
watching
você
and
colocou,
looking
imagina,
throughout
isso
this message, and you're
vai
going
ser
to
mostrado
be
pra você
judged.
também.
Oh,
Vai ser
this doesn't
mostrado.
happen. This is not true.
E vai ser
Well, this will be shown
mostrado
to you,
exatamente o que
and will be
acontece,
shown
o que
exactly
aconteceu.
the way that happened and how it happened
Vai mostrar como
in
uma
this
tela de
planet.
TV de cinema que você
Just
coloca
like a
aí.
TV screen that you like to watch.
Então essas crianças, elas são
So these children,
colocadas em
they be
jaulas,
put in cages,
lugares muito pequenos, porque
in
elas não
places
conseguem
very
crescer, por
small,
exemplo.
because
Elas
they cannot
começam a se
grow.
deformar.
They start to deform themselves, their body. They turn into monsters,
E eles ficam tirando.
and
Claro,
they
uma
keep
criança que
taking
chega
out.
lá novinha, então principalmente o bebê,
Then if you get that
eles
early,
fazem isso com os bebês,
they do, especially
com
with
as
babies,
crianças, para tirar
children,
essa substância que se
to
chama
take it out
adrenochrome,
this
porque essa
adrenochrome,
substância mantém a
because
jovialidade
this
do adulto.
substance keeps
Começam a prestar
adults,
atenção em
people
pessoas
young.
que envelhecem. Que estranho, mas será
Start
que
paying attention to people that doesn't get older.
se cirurgia plástica, a pessoa já estaria deformada.
That you think that this surgery, plastic surgery, they will be deformed.
Comecem a ver pessoas que parecem
Start to look at people who doesn't get older.
não sei quantos anos eu não tenho nenhuma
A person has so many years but never get older. But is the technology on this planet for this?
Vocês não, mas
No.
o universo existe.
In the universe,
Tem
yes.
corpo em planetas que não
There are
envelhecem.
planets that people have bodies that doesn't get older.
Exatamente do mesmo
You
jeito.
keep the
Chega
same
na
when you get to the adult.
não envelhece.
You continue to have your body the same
Mas
age,
esse planeta,
but not in this planet.
vocês envelhecem.
You, in this planet, you do get old.
Fazem.
So what do they do to keep themselves young? I'm not gonna bring names.
O cinema está enfiado nessa corja.
The
Indústrias estão
movie
enfiadas
theaters
nessa
are
corja.
involved in this.
Milhares de empresas estão enfiadas.
Millions of business are
Empresários
involved in
de
this.
altíssimo gabarito, entre aspas, altíssimo gabarito, de muito
Businessmen,
dinheiro na sociedade estão enfiados nessa
important
corja.
ones, they are all involved in this. Politicians,
Não só isso, tem muitos médicos que estão enfiados nessa corja.
not only that,
Tem
also
muitas
doctors
pessoas que você nem imagina.
and people that you don't
é
even
pai de
know.
família.
They are all
Você
a
olha,
family
nossa, criança.
father.
Você sabe tudo isso.
And they have children.
Tá enfiado nessa corja.
You know what they do? They're involved in all of
Tá
this.
enfiado nessa corja.
Involved in all this mess.
Sim, isso
Yes,
existe.
this exists.
Sequestram
Yes.
crianças,
Kidnapping
mulheres
children,
pra engravidar,
women,
estupram essas
to
mulheres
get
pra
them
engravidar.
pregnant.
E
They
pegam esses bebês
abuse
pra
them
criar,
and they get them
além das
pregnant,
crianças que são sequestradas,
and
e
they,
mais
besides the children that are
para
being kidnapped, to use this as a sacrifice.
adquirir essa substância que se chama
to have the substance
Por que
called
rituais
adrenochrome.
satânicos? Por que incitam
Satanic
medo nas
rituals
crianças? Porque
to
quanto
keep
mais
fear,
pavor,
make fear to
quanto
these
mais
children.
medo
As
essa
more fear they
criança
have,
tiver,
more
mais
afraid they are,
essa substância é
more
produzida no corpo dela.
of these substances are produced
Então,
by them.
imagina o nível de pavor,
Now
de
imagine
medo
the level
que essas
of
crianças
fear
passam.
that these children has to go through.
E quanto mais medo, mais pavor,
And when
mais
more
pânico,
fear,
mais
panic,
essa substância é
and
produzida.
afraid, more they
A níveis
produce.
estratosféricos.
In
Então, quanto mais
a
jovem,
level that you can even
mais
imagine.
novo essa criança, mais
And
jovem
when
é
younger
essa substância.
they are,
E as pessoas
that's more
que
valuable
têm
that
dinheiro,
substance
que
is.
participam desses rituais,
And there are people with money that participate
utilizam
in
dessa
these rituals.
substância para se manter jovem.
They utilize these substances to keep themselves
Essa é
young.
uma das utilidades que está sendo.
And this is one of the way that they do it.
E você, que vê um filme
And you,
pornográfico,
they actually see a movie, a
porque você
porn,
quer
porn
o seu prazer,
movie
está sendo
trying to satisfy
manipulado pelas
your
trevas para poder
feelings
gerar
and your emotions and your
energia,
desires,
para poder ter mais,
you are
e mais,
collaborating
e
with
mais.
this
Crianças
industry,
sendo raptadas para
these desires,
filmes pornográficos
and you are
e
collaborating with
rituais
this
satânicos.
industry
Ou
for
seja,
kids to be
você
kidnapped
está
in
fomentando
satanic
essa
rituals.
merda neste
So
universo,
basically, you are feeding this shit
nesse
universe
planeta.
in this
Porque
planet.
é no universo, sim.
Because
Porque
it is in the
isso
universe,
ressoa
yes.
em todo o universo.
Because this goes
Se você vê
everywhere in the universe.
o que seres de outros planetas
If you could
veem,
see
o que vocês
what
fazem,
other
eles
people from
vomitam.
other
É
planets,
horroroso,
beings from other
é
planets,
nojento,
see
é escabroso,
when
não
what they
pode.
say when
O
they
ser
actually
humano
see this
fazer
happening,
isso com uma criança.
they don't believe it. They cannot believe
Você
how
também é filho de Deus.
can we do this
Fazer
to
isso
a
como
children,
filho de Deus.
to a brother, to
Como
a son of
pode?
God. You are a son of God, and how can you do that to another brother of yours?
É nojento falar disso.
It's disgusting
É
to talk about this.
abominável o que vocês fazem.
It's unacceptable.
Você, eu vou falar de novo. Você
And
que
again,
vê filme pornográfico, que
you
vê revista,
that keep
está
watching
alimentando
pornography
essa
and
indústria.
magazines, you keep feeding this industry.
Você tem noção do karma que
Do
você
you
está
have
adquirindo?
any idea of
sua
how much
vida?
karma you
Você tem noção
collecting
do
to
tamanho
yourself?
do karma?
Do you have any idea how much karma you're collecting? Because you will
Você
see
não
it,
vê
or
o que
because
foi
you don't
feito
see it.
para
Sorry,
este filme chegar até você.
you have no idea what
Por onde que passou?
everything has to happen for this movie to come,
Indústria pornográfica.
to be available to you. The
Nesse
production
filme, 8
and
milímetros,
for the movie to
fala
be
sobre essa mulher, mas o
available
cara,
to you. On this movie, the 8 millimeters,
o ator, que ele chega lá
the
para
actor,
investigar, ele
the
começa a
actor
ver
that
vários
goes to investigate,
DVDs
he
inteiros
start
lá.
looking at videos and DVDs one by
Aí tem lá
side by
mulher
side,
negra, mulher asiática,
and you see
mulher,
black women, Asian
branca,
women,
latina,
white women,
crianças,
Latin
bebês.
women, children, babies.
Eles não mostram os filmes dos bebês das
They
crianças,
don't show the children,
mas passa
but
a câmera e mostra.
the camera passes through it and shows.
E por que nós resolvemos contar isso aqui agora?
And why we
neste
decide to
momento,
talk
neste
about
momento
this
no planeta?
right now, in this moment in the planet,
Está sendo
because
trazido
the whole
à tona.
industry are coming
Não tem
out.
mais como
And
dizer
it's
que
no
é
other way to
teoria
say
da
that
conspiração.
it's conspiracy
Neste
theories.
momento, no dia 4
Because
de
at this
dezembro,
moment,
dia
the 4th of
17,
July,
eu acho, ou seja, tem 2
the day was the
semanas que foi
17th.
lançado filme nos
It's
Estados
just a
Unidos,
few
ela
weeks
tá
that
nos Estados
in the
Unidos, ela
United
tá vendo
States,
tudo que tá
she's in the
acontecendo.
US, and she saw that the movie has been coming up
Baseado numa história real, ou seja,
based on a
todo
true
o
story.
roteiro do filme é real.
So
Por
all
que
the
o roteiro do filme é real?
everything that happens in the
Porque
movie
todos
was
os atores,
real,
o diretor,
because
a
everybody, the
produtora,
director,
todos
productions, all of them
foram
was
intuídos
intuited
para fazer este filme.
to do the movie.
Todos foram intuídos pela espiritualidade.
all of them was intuited by the spirituality, by God, by the light, because now the bomb has exploded. It's an independent production. 5 years for this movie. This movie is ready. 5 years ago. Sounds of freedom. Sounds of the truth. Sounds of freedom in English. There are a lot of influencers talking about this movie. Yeah, Indiana Jones it came out the same day as Indiana Jones, but this movie is an independent movie. It's the same actor that did The Passion of Christ, directed by Mel Gibson. It was canceled by Hollywood. And why? You think the Hollywood wants them to see this kind of artist there that tells the truth, that talk about God? Of course not. So they were able to come out of there, and they're able to do independent production to bring the truth through art. Finally, the light, it's able to bring some stuff to you. Otherwise, because this movie has been recorded 5 years ago, you have been going through different production managers, but nobody wants to sponsor this movie. And these days, but also, I have to say a name now, and this is in a lot of different places. And the Disney was another one that refused to show the movie. And why did they do that? Why? Why is it in the movie that they don't want to show? And yeah, so we have send intuitions to her to look and do research on this movie. So the big media are not saying that's true. The big media is saying that's conspiracy and putting politicians in the middle. And do you know why? Because the big media is involved in this. They don't want this. They don't want the truth to come. This is not from the light. This. And what does the movie say? Exactly what I'm telling you. The same actor as The Passion of Christ. He is a police agent that specializes in terrorism. So there is a person here, a man, in the United States that he actually worked. Everything is out there for you to do your own research. So he was working for anti-terrorism in the United States. But then all of us, the good spirits, started to help him, guide him. We know his way of his heart. We know the way that he is. So we start helping him. We were sending information for him to find the locations where the children and the women were. And that's exactly what happened. He resigned and his work, and he opened a non-profit. He started investigating, and a few people had sponsored him and that was interested on the same, trying to help him with the idea, investigating and bringing to the eyes of the society all of this shit that's happening. So this is not theory of conspiracy, and I can tell you, it's game over for you. The game is over. Game is over because now it's more to come, and everywhere we will discover in all of the different
acontece
countries,
em todos os
because this
países.
happened in all different countries, all of them,
Todos.
all
Não tem
of them.
país
Not
neste
even
planeta
one
Terra que isso não aconteça.
country in this planet Earth
País
that doesn't
que
happen.
isso
It
não
happens
aconteça.
everywhere.
E aí está o maior burburinho aqui nos Estados Unidos. Porque
So that's why everybody's talking about,
muito mais sucesso do que
because the movie has been having way more success than Indiana
Por que
Jones.
será? Porque isso
And
foi
why is
trabalhado
that?
pela luz.
Because these have been
Tudo isso foi trabalhado
worked by
pela
the
luz.
light,
Para que
everything.
esse filme fosse
This,
gravado,
the
para
light,
que
the
esse
spiritual.
filme, inclusive, ficasse 5 anos, também foi trabalhado pela luz, porque tudo está dentro dos
And
filmes
for
dele.
5 years,
Por quê? Porque ia começar a falar. Não, foi
because
reusado por fulano de tal.
it was supposed to start being shown many years ago,
Foi
but
reusado por fulano
we
de tal,
couldn't.
foi recusado por fulano de
It
tal.
was refused
5 anos
by
tentando
so and
colocar
so.
esse filme em cartaz. No dia 4 de julho de 2023,
And
pá,
4th of July 2023, there it was.
maior bilheteria de um filme
The biggest
que entrou em cartaz na primeira semana.
amount of people that came to see it, in 1 week.
Está burburinho aqui nos
So
Estados Unidos.
everybody's talking about this
Então, tudo
here in the
isso
United
foi o
States.
quê? Foi
So all of this
estigmatizado, foi
have been prepared.
com todas as pessoas foram
All the
incluídas
people
pela
was
pra
being
fazer
was having intuition
esse
to do
agente
this kind of
federal
work.
foi
So this
e é
agent, this federal
incluído
agent,
pela luz
was having intuitions by the good spirits to find these children.
ele acha essas crianças,
So he
ele
find
resgata
them,
essas crianças,
he rescued them,
e aí agora ele está
and then
essas crianças para
now
lugares,
he's sending these children to
para lugares que tem
places
pessoas
to
que querem adotar as crianças.
find their families or places that they can be rescued. And there are many other things that we cannot put it in the movie,
Mas eles colocaram muita coisa no filme.
but they still put it a lot of stuff in the movie.
Som da liberdade.
Sounds of
Vai
Freedom.
entrar em cartaz no Brasil.
It's going to
Vai
come
fazer
to Brazil as
barulho
well,
esse filme.
and it's going to
O
be
que fala o filme? Exatamente
a
isso.
lot of noise about
Tráfico
this movie,
de crianças
because
que
this
são
is what it talks
tratadas
about, traffic of
para
children.
o
They're being
mercado de
taken
prostituição que existe neste planeta. Para rituais satânicos. Também
all
fala
for
isso nesse filme.
satanic
Ela nem viu o
rituals.
filme ainda.
She still have not yet seen the movie.
É isso que fala esse filme.
This is what this movie talks about.
Não tem como mais vocês falarem que é teoria da
So
conspiração.
it's not a way that you can say that's conspiracy theory,
Porque nós estamos
because us from the
trabalhando
light,
há muito,
we have been working for many, many years for this.
muito tempo. Então, quando eu falei
So,
que em 2023 ela
back
estava
then,
trabalhando,
when I said in
muitas
2023
vezes ela tinha desdobramento que a
that
gente
she
não
has
chama
these
de
experiences
porque ela está trabalhando na libertação
outside
dessas crianças. O espírito dela
of her body,
é tanto que essa semana que ela viu esse filme,
and so is that this week she saw these movies, and we start sending her other information about it. That's things that happens around the planet. So what are you talking about, Osho? What other things that was revealed? There are other countries such as Africa that has rituals that they cut the private parts of the women clitoris so they don't have pleasure. There are places that they die. So you can see there are a lot of places that all of this to happen. Places where women are being kidnapped, being used for sex as a sex slaves. Horrible. Where they're being raped and babies are grown, got pregnant, for everything that
Ou
happens.
seja, isso não é computado, não é pela ONU? Não
So
é?
this is not shown by the
Vocês já
UN,
imaginaram a
right?
quantidade
Have you
de
imagined
crianças que existe
for all of this that happens?
que estão fazendo esse tipo de
Amount
coisa?
of people that
Há
do that,
muitos anos, há milhares de anos já fazem
they have
isso
been doing
nesse
this for
planeta.
millions of years,
Há milhares de anos, não é agora.
doing this in this
Há
planet
milhares de anos.
for millions of years. This is happening,
Só que Deus deu um basta.
but
Não
it's
basta.
enough now.
Chega. Então,
God says,
vai começar a pipocar.
this is it.
A
He put
pipocar.
an end into this.
Então,
So
em
more
2023,
cases
ela
will
já
start
sabia
coming.
disso, só que 2020,
But in
abrimos
2020, we have opened her
os desdobramentos que ela estava tendo.
uh,
Aí, essa semana, ela
spiritual
começou a desdobrar, resgatando esse
caps, abilities.
que o desdobramento, o espírito dela estava resgatando esses poderes.
And back then, as she was having this experience outside of her body, she was having these experiences, and she was saving children already, because she was the one that, the only one that could bring this.
Que vai chegar a hora certa que vocês vão saber.
And
Por quê?
when time is right, you will also know,
Vai aparecer
because in this moment,
a luz
the
não
light
vai ficar
will
escondida mais.
prevail.
A luz
The
vai
light
aparecer,
will
está aparecendo. A luz
come,
está
and the
trazendo a
light
verdade.
will bring the truth.
Não é mais permitido por
So
Deus
it's not permitted anymore by
a
God,
luz ficar escondida.
the light to
Não
be
é mais.
hide.
Vai aparecer assim,
The
ó.
light
Vai
will
revelar
be
tudo,
showing
tudo,
everything.
tudo. Quem
everything.
são os espíritos que estão aqui?
All the spirits
Todos
that are
vão ser
here,
revelados. Todos vão ser revelados.
all of them will be
Vai ser
revealed.
revelado todo mundo que está nessa corja.
Everyone
Vai ser revelado
that's part
tudo.
of this
Por isso
will
nós
be
estamos falando pra
revealed.
vocês. Amor,
That's why we
não
are
venerem ninguém. Não
talking
venerem
about,
as
please
pessoas.
stop
Não venerem.
making
Parem.
people as God.
Gente, parem.
Stop.
Parem de ver esses filmes.
Stop watching these movies, these pornography movies.
Vocês que fazem isso,
Because if you
estão
do that,
alimentando
you are feeding
essa indústria
this industry.
maléfica, diabólica,
This
que
is
existe nesse
a
planeta.
devil business.
Vocês estão conectados com as trevas.
You are being connected with them.
Se vocês pararem, nós vamos ajudar vocês.
And if you
a
stop,
saírem de um
we will help
buraco
you
que vocês
to
entraram.
come out of this hole.
Buraco sem fundo.
This is a hole, a deep hole without
Não
end.
queira saber, eu não vou falar aqui o que acontece quando você desencarnar. Eu não vou.
I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen
Não vou. É um buraco
when you
sem
pass,
fundo
when you
que você
die.
entrou. Mas nós conseguimos tirar você desse buraco.
But we will help you to come out of this hole if you really want it.
Mas nós pedimos.
But we ask you, we beg you to stop watching this, watching porn.
Parem com isso.
Stop,
Vocês estão alimentando tudo isso.
because
que
you are
acontece nesse
feeding
planeta.
everything that's happening on the planet.
Tem mais coisas pra gente trazer? Tem.
There's more things for us to bring?
Só que aqui
Yes.
já tem bastante informação
In here, we already have a lot of information that are being brought by the
da
spirituality.
espiritualidade. Não é mais permitido.
It's not permitted
Deus
anymore.
não basta.
This is enough.
Chega.
No
Não é
more.
só Deus que deu um basta.
Not
Eu
only God
estou
says,
dando um basta.
put an end to
Eu,
this.
Jesus,
And I am putting an
Sananda,
end in this. I am
eu
Jesus.
disse para você
I am
que
Sananda.
voltaria.
And I told you I will
Eu
come
nunca
back.
fui embora.
Because I never left.
Fui embora.
I never left.
Mas agora eu estou aqui.
But now I am
Os
here
meus,
throughout
os
my,
meus, que estão sendo a minha voz.
they are being my
Que
voice.
está trazendo a mensagem
They are
de
bringing a
Deus
message
e amor.
from God.
Porque tudo isso vai ser
Because
limpo
all of
desse
this
planeta.
will be
Toda essa
wipe
coisa
out of this planet.
contaminada,
All of these
diabólica.
devils,
É nojento ver
they will
tudo
be
isso que acontece.
erased from this planet. It's nasty to be seeing what they do to the children,
Com as nossas crianças,
to our children,
com os nossos pequenos,
to our little ones,
que são a expressão da pureza,
the ones that are the expression of God,
que é a expressão da alegria
the
de Deus,
expression of happiness of God, the expression of the God love.
Por que vocês acham que
Why
vocês não são alegres?
Do you think that you're not
Por que
happy?
vocês acham que vocês não têm amor?
Why do you think that you don't have love within
as
you?
crianças que
Because the
expressam
children that express
estão
this,
sendo castradas,
they are being
assassinadas,
castrated,
roubadas.
stolen.
É por isso que existe tanta
That
depressão
is
neste
why
planeta,
there's so
tanta
much
tristeza,
depression on this planet,
tanta
and
falta de
sadness, and lack of love.
amor. Essa indústria, ela
This
alimenta
industry
todas as
feeds
outras
all the other
indústrias
industries,
maquiavélicas que existem nesse planeta.
evils that exist in this planet.
Ela é o centro que alimenta
She
todas
is
as
the
outras.
center that
E
feeds
chegou a hora
all of
de
the other
dar
ones.
basta.
And now it's time to
Acabou.
stop this.
Game over, como disse
End.
hoje pra vocês.
Game over.
Quem tá falando aqui é Jesus, é
The one
Sananda.
talking here
E sim,
is
eu
Jesus,
falo também assim.
Sananda.
Porque agora eu
And
não
yes,
vim pra
I
passar a mão
talk
na
that
cabeça
way
de
as
vocês.
well.
Nunca vim pra passar a mão na cabeça de vocês.
And I never came to
Nunca vim. Nem como Jesus.
accept
Nem como
or
Jesus, vim pra passar a mão na cabeça de vocês.
put hand in, take care
Eu
of
estou aqui agora
things.
com os meus para trazer
I'm here to be justice. I'm here to bring justice.
E a justiça será feita.
And justice will be
A justiça
made.
será feita. Não é castigo.
And this is
Não é
not
castigo do Pai.
a sign
Porque Deus ama todos.
from God, because He
Deus ama
loves
até essas
everyone.
pessoas que
And He
estão
loves even the ones that are doing this to the children. But you will have what you deserve.
estão tendo lugar de vocês.
You will find what you look for.
Vocês serão levados para um planeta.
You will be sent to another planet.
Que vai acontecer coisas
What is going to happen?
piores com você.
There are things much worse than that will happen to you.
Porque essa é a
Much
lei da
worse.
causa
Because this is the law of cause and effect
que existe.
that exists.
A lei do plantou.
The law of plant and you
Qual é a
harvest.
semente que você está plantando?
What is the seed that you're planting?
Qual é a semente que você vai colher?
That is the same one you're going to harvest.
Então eu, Jesus Cristo,
So me,
Sananda,
I,
estou vindo aqui
Jesus,
para
Sananda,
falar
are
que
coming
chega.
here to tell you that this is enough.
Você que está
You,
alimentando essa
they are feeding this
indústria,
industry.
é tão assassino de
You're
crianças
just an
quanto
assassin
esses que estão lá matando essas
as the other ones they are actually killing with their hands.
Vocês estão entendendo o que eu estou falando
Are you
aqui?
understanding what I'm saying here?
Eu preciso desenhar para
Or do I
vocês.
have to draw
Eu também sei desenhar.
this to you?
Eu também
Because I
sei
can
ser
also draw.
irônico.
And I can be
Eu também
ironic.
sei como Exu.
And I know also
Eu sei
how to be
ser do
like
jeito
an
que eu quiser
Eshu.
ser. Do jeito que eu quiser ser, eu
And
sei
I
ser
can
pra
be
vocês.
the way I want it to be.
Eu enviei os
I have
meus
sent
melhores.
my best.
O que é isso?
warriors.
Os melhores.
What is this?
Espíritos
My
de
best
muita
ones.
luz. Os melhores
Spirits of
pra este momento,
light.
neste planeta Terra, para
They're
acabar
in this
com
moment,
toda essa
in this
corja que
planet
existe aqui.
Earth, to
Para
stop
acabar com
all of
todos
this,
vocês.
that's happening,
Esse vídeo vai
and
ficar
to
durante milhares
find
de
you.
anos aqui.
And these videos will stay here for
E um dia
thousands
você
of
vai ver
years.
esse vídeo.
And one day you will see this video.
Você está acabado.
This is an end for you.
Game over. Já era.
Game over.
Eu teria o maior prazer de
And
quando
I
você
am
desencarnar,
with a lot
de
of
olhar pra
pleasure
você e falar com fúria.
when you die,
Sim,
and I'm
eu
gonna
me
look
amo.
at you
Tem muito
and
amor
with
dentro de mim.
fury.
Eu te amo.
And I have fury with me. Yes, I also have a lot of love.
Mas eu
I
falar,
love you, but I'm gonna tell you, who are you? I don't know you.
sai de mim. Sai do meu reino.
Get away from
Vai
me,
pra onde você merece ir.
away from my
Vai pra
kingdom.
onde você tem.
Kingdom, go where you deserve to be.
Porque tudo isso que vocês estão
Because
fazendo,
all of this that
tudo
you've
isso
done
que
to me,
vocês estão fazendo vai ser cobrado.
it will be,
Porque vocês estão plantando.
you will pay for it. All that you're planting, you're gonna harvest.
Esse planeta já é ruim.
This planet is already
Esse
bad.
planeta já é uma prisão.
This is already a prison.
Esse planeta já é um inferno.
This planet,
Você
it's
já imaginou
hell.
vai?
Have you imagined where you're going to? Because there are other places that are worse than this.
Guardadinho
And
pra
it's,
vocês que fazem isso.
it's there waiting
Só
for you.
esperando vocês.
Just waiting for you to go there.
Só esperando.
Just waiting for you.
Você já imaginou?
Have you imagined?
1000 vezes pior
1,000 times
do que
worse
esse planeta?
than this planet?
Porque você acha
Because
agora,
if you think that you're okay now,
vocês que sequestram as crianças,
you that
vocês que fazem isso com as crianças,
kidnap
vocês
people,
que pagam por isso, vocês que veem isso,
you
vocês
that
acham que
actually
vocês estão bem
seeing
na agora?
these,
Aguardem,
watching these movies,
aguardem.
well, be aware.
Dói no meu coração,
It hurts my heart.
dói nas minhas entranhas,
It hurts
sim, eu tenho
inside of
entranhas,
me.
porque o meu perispírito sente.
Because my
O meu
spirit,
espírito
my
também sente.
perispirit feels it.
Sim, eu não tenho mais perispírito, mas eu
Well, I
sinto.
don't have any more perispirits,
Eu
but
sinto lá na minha alma,
I had
lá
it
no meu
before.
ser.
And I feel within me.
Se eu tivesse encarnado aqui,
If I
porque eu não posso mais,
were
eu
to
não
be
consigo
incarnated
mais estar
here
nesse corpo,
again, because I cannot anymore be here,
eu não conseguiria fazer o trabalho que eu estou
I would not
fazendo.
be able to do the work that I'm doing now,
Com
being on
todos
this side,
os espíritos,
with all the spirits,
os espíritos
with all the
benevolentes que
good
são
spirits.
encarnados aqui agora,
They are incarnated here now,
pro Pai,
working for the Father,
trabalhando para luz, trabalhando para mim, trabalhando para Deus.
working for me and working for God.
Se eu tivesse
I would not be able to do if I was incarnated here.
então tudo
So
está dentro dos
everything,
tudo está dentro dos planos.
it's within the plans of God.
Ah, até parece que é Jesus
Oh,
falando.
yeah, it doesn't seem like God has said that.
Como diz o Osho.
But just like Osho says,
Mas eu tenho. Eu tenho porque eu sou puro amor.
but I do because I'm a pure
Mas eu
love,
sou justiça.
but I'm also
E a
justice.
justiça é amor.
And justice is love.
A justiça é amor.
Justice
E
is
eu
love.
vim através dos
And I
meus
came
para trazer a justiça.
throughout mine
E a
to bring
justiça
justice,
já está sendo feita.
and the justice is already being made.
Cada vez mais vai aparecer mais.
And more,
Vocês não vão mais ficar escondidos. Não vão mais.
you're not going to be
Vai aparecer.
hidden because everything is going to come up. Everything.
E vocês se preparem.
And you'll be ready.
Se preparem para ver a verdade.
Be ready to see the truth.
Se preparem para tudo que vai aparecer.
Be prepared for everything that's happening.
Porque a mídia destruiu.
Because the media has destroyed the humanity. Have destroyed it.
Existem pais
There are fathers out
que
there
vendem os seus filhos.
that sells the children.
Não só crianças sequestradas.
Not just children that are being
Existem pais
kidnapped.
que engravida
Their
a sua mulher
father that
para vender o seu filho para isso.
get their women pregnant, their wives pregnant to sell the children.
A justiça também será feita para você.
Justice will be made.
Existe pai e mãe
They are father
que
and
viram
mother.
uma fábrica
They are fabric
de nascer criança
to make people,
para vender
to
essas
sell
crianças.
people, to sell these children for this.
A criança nem nasceu
The children have not yet been born,
e já está sendo
and
negociado
it's
no
already
mercado.
been negotiable,
Aonde vocês chegaram?
negotiated in the business,
Que
in the
nojo
market.
que vocês chegaram.
You see where you
Eu não conheço vocês.
came,
Vocês
see
não
the
são
level
meus
that you
amigos.
achieved.
As crianças
The children,
que são a expressão
they are the
do
expression
puro amor de Deus.
of the pure love of God.
Que são a expressão da
They're
pureza.
the expression of the pure.
Aonde que vocês chegaram?
Where did you
E
came?
eu choro,
You see,
dói.
and I
Eu
cry.
fico triste,
It
sim.
makes me sad,
Eu sinto tudo isso.
and I feel
Porque não
all
é
of
possível
this,
ver tudo isso e não sentir
all of
isso.
this, because it's impossible not to
Eu
feel.
não sou um robô.
I'm not a robot.
Eu tenho emoção.
I have emotions.
Sim, eu sou
Yes,
puro
I
amor.
am pure love,
Mas dói demais
but it hurts me.
ver tudo isso acontecer.
It hurts me to see all of this happening.
Mas vocês estão com dias contados.
But you are with your days counted.
Vocês estão com dias contados.
Your days are counted.
Vocês serão
You
descobertos.
will be discovered.
Vocês já vão começar a sofrer aqui.
You will start suffering here.
Sofrer aqui.
You
Agora,
will feel you will start harvesting right here, right now. But even when you
Vocês imediatamente serão
die, you will immediately be taken
que eu não gostaria.
to a planet that I didn't want to be on your skin.
Não gostaria.
I didn't want to.
Aonde vocês chegaram?
Where did you
Aonde vocês chegaram?
see where you came, where you became?
Vocês pais,
You,
tios, avós,
fathers,
que
uncles,
abusam de suas
grandparents, that abuse your
crianças,
children,
também estão alimentando com essa
they're also feeding
Porque
all of
vocês
this
estão
industry
conectados
because you are
com as
connected
trevas.
with the
Vocês
devils.
estão conectados com essa
You are
máfia
connected
que
with the
existe na
mafia.
raça, não é?
That's how you say, right?
Porque não é possível
Because it's
um
not
pai,
possible that
um vô,
one
um
father,
tio,
that a father
uma
or a
mãe,
grandparent
uma
or a
pessoa
mother,
que é
a person
responsável por uma
that's
criança,
responsible for a children,
que é a pura expressão de
that are the
Deus,
pure expression of
fazer
God,
isso com ela,
do this to them
dentro de sua própria casa.
inside of your own house, in your own home.
Vocês vão colher o que vocês
You
plantaram.
will harvest what you planted.
Vocês vão colher por ter destruído a vida dos seus filhos.
You will harvest everything that you have done. You destroy the life of your children.
Vocês todos
All of
vão
you
colher o que vocês
will
plantaram.
harvest everything that you planted.
Todos vocês.
All of you.
Essa é a justiça.
This is the
Isso
justice.
é o amor de
This
Deus.
is the love of God.
Para vocês aprenderem.
For you to learn
Porque um dia
that
vocês serão
one day
um espírito angélico.
one day you will be a angelical spirits in millions of years,
Bilhões.
maybe
de anos.
billions of years.
Vocês podem chegar.
You might
Neste
be
momento,
one,
vocês precisam
but at this
aprender
moment,
o que vocês
you
estão
need to learn that what you're
fazendo.
doing,
Seu espírito precisa
that
passar
your spirit
por isso.
have to go through
Porque isso
all
não
of
é
that,
permitido
because this is not
no
permitted
reino do meu Pai.
in the kingdom
No
of my
reino do meu
Father.
Pai, só
The
é
kingdom of my
permitido
Father
o amor,
is only permitted love,
a fraternidade,
fraternity,
a paz.
peace.
Esta é a coisa mais ondiosa,
This is
horrorosa,
the
diabólica
worst
que
diabolic
existe aqui neste planeta.
things that happens in this planet.
Tanto vocês que estão encarnados, quanto vocês que estão desencarnados,
Not just the one that are incarnated, but the one that are
vão
not.
receber o que vocês
All of you
estão
are going to receive what you planted. All of you.
E neste momento nós
And in
estamos
this moment, we are taking care of it.
cuidando dessas crianças.
All these
Nós
children,
estamos fazendo um resgate dessas crianças.
rescuing them.
Crianças que já desencarnaram e ficaram presas.
Children that already passed, they die,
no
but they are
sofrimento, no pânico.
stuck in the suffering and the
É
panic.
horrível ver
It's horrible to see
o que vocês fizeram.
what you've done to them.
Acabou.
This is an end.
Acabou. Vai ser do dia para a noite? Não.
It will be from the night to the day,
Não.
or the day to the night. No,
Não vai ser do dia para a noite.
no, it won't be from the night to the day.
Essa limpeza começou.
But the clean
A verdade
have
está
started.
aparecendo.
The truth, it's
E cada vez mais
showing,
a verdade vai aparecer.
and more the truth will happen.
Antes de melhorar, vai piorar.
Before it gets better,
Porque toda sujeira
it will
precisa ser limpa.
go worse, because all the dirt
Tem muita sujeira neste planeta.
needs to be cleansed, because there are a lot of dirt on this planet.
E era isso que eu queria trazer aqui.
And this is what I want to bring in here.
Fiquem na luz.
Stay in the light,
Fiquem na graça de Deus.
be with
Vão para
with God, go to the light,
lá.
because there
Só tem coisas maravilhosas.
that is only good things.
Vocês vão colher.
You will harvest
Mas só
everything that you plant.
o fato de vocês irem
But just with the fact that you're going to the light,
ajudarem
that you are
essa
helping
humanidade no
this humanity to be
qualquer coisa, você
better.
começar a ajudar.
Everything that you can do,
Sobre isso,
God's going to see it with the good eyes,
muito bons olhos.
very good
Se
eyes.
você sair desse lugar que
If
você
you
está,
come out of this
você
place
se arrepender agora,
and you
você foi
regret
outra luz.
everything that you've done, you come to the light and start helping and
Eu
helping.
tenho certeza
You can be
que
sure
essa arma vai ampliar muito
that your karma will
e vai
get
queimar os seus karmas.
much better
À medida do Dharma que você tiver crido. Porque essa é a lei.
according to what you're doing.
Fique na paz.
This is the law of God.
Para ficar na
Stay in
paz.
peace.
Do jeito que está. Este Dharma.
Stay in peace, because the way that we are right now,
Vão pra luz.
it's not going to work. Stay with the light.